Namaste. Today we're going to focus on the 4 elements of Dharma: earth, wind, fire, water, while doing our Vinyasa yoga session. I'd like you to please think about the groundedness of earth, the energy of fire, the life-giving force of wind, and the flow and movement of water. We're going to begin with a nice easy limber up stretch prior to going into the asanas. And as we do so, I'd like you to stand nice and tall, feet well grounded. Breathe in through the nose, extend your arms nice and high. As we exhale, we'll bend to the right-hand side. Engaging all the muscles of the core to keep good balance and good postures. Breathing up, accentuating the Ujjayi breath through the larynx, nice and strong. Exhaling over to the left-hand side. Breathing it up. We're going to engage the fingers, interlacing them, pressing them forwards, exhaling forwards. Getting a nice good stretch in the upper back, all the way down to the tailbone. Breathing it up, open the arms into a back bend, swallow arch. Tighten the glutes to support your lower back as you bend backwards. Open out in the chest, breathing in. And exhaling down, hands to the side of the hips. Let's do that again. Breathing it up, interlacing the fingers, and pressing upright to get a nice good stretch into the wrists. Remember to keep yourself well grounded and engage all the muscles of the midsection as we bend to the right-hand side. Exhale. Breathing it up, and again over to the left. Feeling good stretch down the right-hand side of the body, especially into the hips. Breathe it up. Exhale, pressing the palms of the hands forward. And stretching arms backwards, opening out in the chest and the back bend, swallow arch. Excellent. Exhale, hands down to the side, Tadasana, mountain pose. We're going to raise the left arm up, take the hand behind the neck, take your right hand to your left elbow, and exhale as you bend over to the right hand side, getting a nice extended stretch through the left-hand side of the body, all the way up through the triceps into the elbow. Breathe it up, taking your left arm behind your back. Pull it down behind the glutes as you lean your head over to the right-hand side. Feel a good stretch into your neck. Turn your head to look over your right shoulder. Breathing in up. On the right arm, we'll take the left hand to the right elbow, and we're going to bend over to the left-hand side. Exhaling, feeling good stretch into the triceps, all the way down the left side of your body. Breathe it up, take your right arm behind your back, and lean your head over to your left shoulder. Excellent, breathe it up, and exhale down. Right, so we're going to now step our feet aside, almost in Trikonasana. From this position, I'd like you to extend your arms out to the side, bring your thumbs to your shoulders, and let's breathe in, rotating the elbows up and back, exhaling down, big wide circles, limbering up into the shoulder, and working into all the rotator cuff muscles of the shoulder. Breathing it up. Exhaling down, reverse direction. Work into your diaphragm as well in the breathing. Open the elbows out to the side, engage nice and strong into the abdominals. Ujjayi breath as we draw the elbows together. Breathing out, raise your forearms to vertical, and let's do some internal, external rotations into the shoulder, working the rotator cuff muscles of the shoulder, which we will be using extensively in the Vinyasanas coming up. Breathe in, drawing the thumbs to the shoulders. Exhale, let's flex over to the left-hand side. Exhale to the right. Breathe in. Exhale as you stretch your right arm out to the left. And left arm out to the right. Exhale as you press that right arm forward, retracting the left elbow backwards. Exhale, protracting the right shoulder blade forward, left arm back. Breathe in, arms out to the side. Exhale, step and feet together. Excellent. We're going to continue on to the last part of this limber up stretch as we stretch right leg out to the left, arms out to the side. At this point, we're going to take our hands down to the knees, and I'd like you to stretch your left leg out to the side. Then take your left hand to your right ankle, lower your elbow down towards the floor, and reach up nice and high to your right arm. Let's do the same, going over to the left-hand side. So we're going to press that right leg away from us, getting a good stretch into the adductors. Taking the right hand to the left ankle, press your right elbow down towards the floor, and reach up nice and high with that left arm. And breathe and up. Exhale as we step right foot to the center, left foot to the center, back into Tadasana, mountain pose. We'll take a break here and then we'll continue with the main part of our workout. You feel the energizing, life-giving force of your breath, especially engaging the Ujjayi breath as you exhale through the lips or through your nose, and definitely breathing in nice and deep through the nose. Expand the ribs to the side. We're going to think about fire and energy, and we're also going to remember that through all these asanas, as they flow from one into the next, there's water, which is this flowing movement that I'd like you to think about as we go through the session. So, in Tadasana, let's step out, right foot to the side, left foot to the side, breathing and extending the arms out to the side. We're going to, from Trikonasana, we're going to reach out to the left-hand side, breathing into center, exhaling out to the right-hand side, breathing into the center. Now let's continue in that fashion, going again out to the left-hand side, but we're going to raise that right arm up nice and high. Breathing up, and let's do exactly the same, going out to the right. Raising the left arm up, nice and high. And breathe in. Staying in Trikonasana, we're going to reach out, turning the left foot to the left-hand side. And then again, we're going to lower the left arm down, and stretch that right arm up nice and high. Slide your left hand to the floor. Breathing up. Good. Turn your left foot forwards, turn your right foot out to the side. Exhale out to the right. Extend that left arm up nice and high. Slide the right hand slowly down to the floor, looking up. Gaze, drishti fixed on the fingers of the left hand. Breathe and up. Turn your right foot forward. Let's go out to the left hand side again. Turning the left foot to the left. Exhaling out to the left. And this time, let's drop down into a warrior two. Your gaze will be fixed over your left arm, both arms horizontal to the ground. Try to keep your knee vertically above your ankle, and your torso nice and upright. As we rotate to the left, breathing up into warrior one, turning that right foot, exhale down into warrior two. At this point, we're going to breathe up, turn to the front, exhale, arms down to horizontal, turning the right foot to the right, reach out to the right hand side. Again to warrior two, we're going to bend that right knee, turn the palms down, and we're going to look over that outstretched right arm. Excellent. As we did going to the left, we'll do the same to the right. We're going to breathe and up, turn the left foot, and then exhale down. Remember, strong Ajjayi breath again, into warrior one. Breathe it up, out to the side. Let's continue that as we go again out to the left-hand side. Again into warrior two. And this time, let's go into a side angle stretch as we reach that right arm all the way out diagonally to the left-hand side. Take the right arm down, breathing up, turning the right foot to the right. Let's reach out to the right, bend the knee into a warrior two, and reach the left arm all the way up into a side angle stretch to the right-hand side. Breathing up, hands to the side, step feet together. Continue with the legs apart, arms outstretched to the side, and let's again begin by going out to the left-hand side, turning the left foot to the left, stretching the arms out. We're going to again go into a warrior two position. Turn to fix your gaze over your outstretched left arm. We're going to turn into a warrior one, breathing in up. Exhaling down nice and deep. And reaching the arms back into a crescent moon lunge. From this point, we're going to lower the right knee to the floor. And we're going to extend the arms out to the side. Exhale as we turn to the right and reach up and back with that left arm. Feeling a nice good stretch into the hip flexors on your right hand side. At this point again, we're going to turn to the left and we're going to take the right arm over the outside of the left leg and raise that left arm up nice and high. Now take your left hand back to your right heel and breathing up on the right arm, taking it all the way back. Feeling again an extensive stretch into the hip flexors on the right hand side. Take the right hand back, fix both hands on the heel and feel a really good stretch again into the hip flexors. Breathing up, exhale forwards. As we stretch back with that left leg, let's get a nice easy stretch into the hamstrings on the back of that left leg. Again, shifting forwards into a lunge position. Let's turn to the right. And let's do everything that we did out to the left, to the right hand side. Right foot to the right. We're going to exhale out to the right, drop down into your warrior two, looking over the right arm, turning into your warrior one, descending down as we exhale into a crescent moon lunge, breathing in with the arms back, dropping this time the left knee to the floor, arms are parallel to the ground, turning to the left. Reach back with that right arm. And then we're going to turn to the right, taking the left arm over the outside of the right leg and stretching up really nice and high with that right arm. After which, let's take the right hand to the left heel and reach all the way back with your left arm. Feeling a good stretch into the hip flexors on the left leg. Take your left hand back and rest on the lower leg as you press hips forward. Breathing up. Exhale down. Let's extend that right leg forward. and get an easy stretch into the hamstrings on the back of the right leg. Again, forward into a lunge position, turning to our left, breathing into Trikonasana. Excellent. Let's take another break as we stand again, Tadasana, great position. We're going to start off in the chair position, so let's extend those arms up nice and high from Tadasana, extended mountain pose. Let's exhale as we rotate to the left hand side, drawing the right elbow into the left knee, extending the right hand down to the outside of the left ankle, and breathing in as we reach that right arm up really nice and high. Hold it there. Exhale as you sweep your right arm down past your left arm down past your left hip. Breathing in up, opening those arms out as we extend backwards into back bend, swallow arch. And then returning to Tadasana, breathing in up with those arms, nice and deep inhalation, remembering wind, that life-giving force. Let's exhale, rotating to the right-hand side, feet well grounded. Breathing in, raising the right arm up high and taking the left hand to the outside of the right ankle. Again, take your right arm back past your right hip. Breathe it up and stretch those arms all the way back into back bend, swallow arch. Exhale as we return to Tadasana, taking the hands back into the chest. From where we left off in Tadasana, having concluded the chair, we now continue and move in towards the kneeling asanas. So from this position, let's stretch those arms up nice and high, breathing in deep. Step your feet wide to the side, turn them outward a little bit, and exhaling as we take the hands down to the side, bending the knees and resting the elbows on the inside of the legs. We're going to just feel a nice deep squat stretch. From here, we're going to walk the hands forward. Into Chaturanga Dandasana, which is the four-legged staff prone position. In this position, nice and easy, I'd like you to press your heels down towards the floor, feeling good stretch on the back of the hands. Adjust the position of your hands. Feel good stretch into the Achilles, the calf muscle. Straight legs, pressing the heels down towards the floor. From the downward facing dog position, let's shift our weight forwards and through into the upward facing dog position. Your knees and your thighs will be just slightly off the mat. Let's breathe in back, exhaling, breathing in as we raise that left leg up nice and high, bending in the knee, and then exhaling as we drive that left knee forwards, up towards the left arm. Breathing back again, extending your left leg up as high as you can, heel towards the ceiling. Exhale as you lower your foot down to the ground, turning the palms down. Let's drop down into the cobra pose. Here we're going to rest the knees and the thighs on the ground, pointing the toes backward, dropping the elbows down, and looking upwards as we inhale. From here, let's drop down into prone on the ground, and we're going to go into the prone bow. So let's take our hands to our feet, raise the knees upwards, draw the feet together, breathe in and hold. Exhale down, extend the legs, take your hands directly underneath your shoulders. Breathe in up into Chaturanga Dandasana. Exhale down into downward facing dog. And breathe in as you raise your right leg up, bending the knee. Exhale as you drive it forwards up towards the right arm. Breathe in as we extend that leg up nice and high, feeling good stretch into the calf of the left leg. And then we're going to lower that right foot down to the ground, shifting forwards into upward facing dog. Again. Exhale, kneeling onto the ground into the cat position. So I'd like you to raise your hands up off the mat, fingers on the mat, round your back as much as you can. Breathing a nice and deep sag your spine into the cow position, pressing the palms onto the ground. We're going to exhale into the moving cat, drawing the right elbow to the left knee. Breathing in as we extend that right leg all the way back, left arm forwards, fixing your gaze on your left hand. Exhale down. Breathe into cow position again. And let's repeat the same with the right arm, the left leg. Exhaling, drawing the right elbow to the left knee. Breathing in as we extend that left leg back, gaze fixed on the right hand. Exhale down. Breathing up into the cow. Exhale down into the extended child pose. Try to lower your forehead down to the mat, and your hip bones will be on your heels. Relax. Take your hands back behind you and relax further into the shoulders. Breathing up. As we go into the camel asanas, we're going to turn the toes into the floor in a dorsiflex position with the feet. Engage the glutes and the abdominals. And exhale as you take your left hand back to your left heel. Breathing in, reaching the right arm all the way back. And pressing your hips forwards. Feel the water energy and force and movement. As we exhale, let's take that right arm out to the left. Breathing in, we're going to raise the left arm up and reach it back as we rest the right hand onto the right heel. Exhale all the way out to the right with that left arm. And now take your left arm back, left hand to the left heel. In the full camel, we're going to press the pelvis forward and look back. Breathing in, up into kneeling prayer position. Let's go from here into the gate. So let's extend the left leg out to the side as with both arms horizontally. And we're going to reach all the way over to the right with that left arm. Feeling a good stretch from the fingers, left hand, down to the toes of the right foot. We're going to breathe in up, and again I'd like you to think of the flowing movement of water as we reach that right arm over to the left. Lowering the right arm down, breathe in, arms out to the side, and let's exhale as we turn to the right. Taking the right hand to the right heel and reaching back with the left arm. Pressing your pelvis forward as much as you can for good stretch into the hip flexors. Release, breathing in up. Turning to your left hand side this time, we're going to take the right hand and place it on the left heel. And then reach all the way back for a greatly amplified stretch into the hip flexors on the right hand side with that right arm. Keep your gaze fixed on your right hand. Taking the right hand all the way over to the left ankle, we're going to exhale, drawing our chin towards our left knee, lowering the right elbow to the mat, and breathing in as we raise that left arm up nice and high, trying to keep your chin fixed on your left. Exhale, take that left hand down to the left ankle. Breathing up with both arms back into a kneeling prayer position. That was excellent. So let's do the same, moving out to the right hand side. Extend the right leg to the right, both arms parallel to the ground, palms are down. Breathe in as we bend over to the left, stretching that right arm out to the left. Fixing your gaze on the left hand and the right hand. Feel the stretch from the fingertips of your right hand all the way down to the toes of the right foot. Breathe in up and let's reach that left arm all the way over to the right as we exhale. Breathing up, arms horizontal to the ground, rotating to the left. Rest your left hand on your left heel and stretch your right arm backwards. Breathing up and let's turn to the right for that amplified stretch in the hip flexors. We rest the right hand on our left heel and stretch all the way back the left arm. Now we're going to take, as we did to the left hand side, we're going to go to the right with the left hand down to the right ankle, and then try to draw with your legs straight, your chin down towards your knee. Holding it there, lower your elbow, that'll be the left elbow to the floor, and reach your right arm up, nice and high. Exhale down, breathing up into kneeling prayer position. Excellent. From here, we're going to kneel right down onto the ground, and we're going to lean backwards, feeling a good stretch into the hip flexors, which we have already primed for this excellent further hip flexor stretch. Hold your hands to your heels or ankles and relax. Breathing in up. Let's take our hands back behind us. Let's extend the legs forward. As you press the toes into the ground, engage the glutes and the hamstrings in the reclined plank position. Exhale as we sit down. Breathe in the seated staff, taking the hands together, seated prayer position. Right, let's go into frog. So we're going to pull our heels together. We're going to sit up nice and tall. Breathe in deep and exhale as we press our elbows gently downward onto the inside of the thigh. At this point, you'll be pressing your knees towards the ground. Your back will be bowed and your forehead pointed down towards your toes. Breathe in as we extend the right leg forward. So we're going to turn to the right hand side into mariachi. So we'll take the left foot over the right, turning to your left, with the left arm behind you for balance. Exhale, bringing the right elbow into the outside of your left knee. And then as you turn to look over your left shoulder, I'd like you to extend that right hand to the outside of the left ankle. You should feel a really good stretch all the way down the outside of that left leg. Breathing up. And now we're going to take the left foot back behind us. Taking it to your right hand, sit up nice and tall. Exhale as you reach your right hand down to the outside of your left hand to the outside of your right ankle, and slowly draw your chin down towards your knee. Breathing up, having stretched into the back of the leg on the right hand side. Let's go into the front of the leg on the left hand side. So we'll take the left hand to the left foot, drop it down nice and easy onto your right elbow. Try to keep a good 90-degree angle between your right leg and your left knee as you lie back, slowly lowering your head towards the mat. Keep that 90-degree angle Your shoulder blades should rest easily on the mat. And breathe in as you extend your arms behind you, taking your right hand to your left wrist, just to accentuate that stretch and draw it over to the right hand side. So now we've increased the length from the left hand all the way down to the left knee for a greatly amplified stretch into the hip flexors on the left leg. Excellent. Let's take our arms down to the side, breathe it up as we leverage up on the right elbow. Release into the hips, and then slowly, because that knee's being flexed, and rotate it a little bit. Extend forwards, seated start position. Now let's go into the cobbler. So we're going to take our feet together again. However, this time we're not going to bring our heels right close into towards the groin. Instead, we're going to take our hands down towards the toes and draw our forehead slowly towards our feet. At which, as opposed to the frog, you should be feeling the stretch on the outside of the legs, not on the inside of the legs. Let's take our hands back and let's extend the left leg this time, taking our right foot over the outside of the left leg. And let's turn to the right into the mariachi, doing exactly as we did to the left. You should be feeling a really good stretch on the outside of the right hip as you take your left hand to the outside of the right ankle and turn to look over your left shoulder. I beg your pardon, that will be your right shoulder. Take your left hand back behind you, and this time we're going to take the right foot back to the left hand, making sure we have a good 90-degree angle in the legs. Let's lie back. As we did on the left-hand side, reach your arms back, take your left hand to your right wrist, draw that arm all the way over to the left, and try to keep both shoulder blades on the mat. Relax into this excellent hip flexor stretch, this time on the right side. Exhale as we take the arms down to the side, breathe in as we leverage up on the left. Good, release into the hips, and let's just get that 90-degree angle again before exhaling, reaching the right hand out to the outside of the left foot and slowly drawing your chin towards your knee. Breathe it up, and let's return both feet together. Back to seated staff. As we lie down, let's bend the knees, extending the arms out to the side, and let's roll the knees over to the left hand side for a nice easy spinal twist, turning your head to look out over your outstretched right arm. Let's breathe in up, exhale over to the right hand side and turn to look over your outstretched left arm. Breathing up, this time let's extend that left leg outwards, and we're going to take the right leg all the way over to the left. And then if you feel comfortable, extend your right leg out to your left hand. Now from here, as we go into the iron cross, we're going to take the right hand to our left foot. So it's left hand to right foot, right hand to left foot. And as you pull that left leg all the way back, try to draw your shoulder blades back to the ground and feel again an excellent stretch into the hip, particularly on the right hand side. Let's release on the left leg, and on the right, returning to where we were. Now this time, let's go into the fish. So we're going to lift the hips up a little bit, take our hands together underneath the hips, cradling your coccyx, extend your legs outwards, Breathing up as you point your toes, arching the back, lift your head up off the mat and look backwards. From here, let's drop down and pressing the pelvis up, let's go into the half wheel. We're going to relax down, extending the right leg out in front of us, arms out to the side, taking our left leg over to the right this time, extending the left leg, foot to right hand, flexing in the right knee, taking your left hand to your right foot and lying back. As mentioned before, try to keep your shoulder blades fixed down to the mat and try to keep a good 90-degree angle between your legs. Hold that aside and stretch for a little while before releasing on the right leg and on the left and returning to our knees bent position. Realign your body, that's really important. From here, let's take our hands under our shoulders and let's go into the wheel. So you may want to just drop your head to the mat, walk your hands in a little closer to your heels, just so we can get a greater stretch, and then press upwards. Hold it for a little bit. And then slowly relax down. So from extended spine, now let's go into flex spine. We'll go into the plow as we take the legs up, open them wide and back. Then take your hands as we go into shoulder stand and raise your legs up nice and high. We're going to lower the left leg downward to the floor behind us. Breathing up and exhale as you lower the right leg down to the floor, keeping your left leg vertical, and breathing up. Exhale as we roll down and extend arms out to the side and behind the head, legs upwards, and relax in this position. We're going to take the arms a little bit down into the corpse pose. I'd like you to really feel well grounded in this position, as this is probably the one asana where every part of the back posterior is fixed to the ground and we should feel that good earth effect. From here we're going to go into thread the needle. So we're going to bend the left knee, taking both hands over the left leg. I'd like you to take your right foot across the left knee, thread the right hand through that right leg, and lock it out over your left hand. Slowly let's draw our right foot towards our forehead, taking your time. Watch your balance. Extend your left leg upwards. And then holding on the leg, let's roll back. Return back to supine position and rest. Let's do exactly the same on the other side. So we're going to take the left foot to the right knee. As we turn the leg upwards, externally rotated, let's extend left hand through the left leg, lock it out over the right knee, left hand over the right, and we're going to slowly draw our forehead towards our foot. That'll be the left foot. And then let's extend that right leg up. Lifting upwards with your hands on your leg, let's exhale and roll backwards. And then let's breathe in up. Arms out to the side. going to now wrap our arms over our lower legs. And then as we roll forwards, let's extend the legs out to the side into the straddle. From the straddle, let's breathe in and exhale as you press the hands onto the inside of the legs, drawing your forehead towards the floor. You may take your arms forward as well. Breathing in up, let's reach that left arm over the head, taking the right hand to the inside of the right foot, take your left hand to the outside of your right foot. Breathing up into the cow face, taking that left arm back behind your spine. Find the center between the shoulder blades. Once there, take your right hand up and find your fingers. Then we'll extend the right elbow up nice and high. Staying here in the straddle position, breathe in deep. And then let's exhale as we reach the left hand out to the inside of the left leg and your right hand out to the outside of your right foot. Breathing up with the cow face again. This time we're going to take the right hand up through your spine. Breathing up on the left. Find your fingers and extend your left elbow vertically. And relax. Take your hands back behind you. Draw your heels in towards the groin. As we go into the crouching tiger, we're going to extend those arms out in front of us, drawing the knees back. And then from here, we're going to go optionally into the headstand. So I'd like you to make sure that you have space. From the crow position, we're going to rest the knees on the elbows, and then we're going to, keeping our balance, drop our forehead to the mat and extend the legs upwards. Engage into the glutes, bend your knees behind you, keep that balance, breathing up, and now we're going to lower the legs out to the side. Breathing up. Let's do a scissors with the legs. First the left, and then the right. Up, and then we're going to lower back down to the mat, and stand up, breathing in nice and deep into Tadasana. Having found our connectedness to the elements of earth, through our grounding of the feet and moving the body on the mat, and also having found that life force through our breathing, implementing the Ujjayi breath, feeling the energy, the chi energy of fire, and the flowing movement of water, we're now going to finish our session with the tree, keeping well grounded on the right leg. Let's extend the arms to the side. Breathing up on the left, turning the left leg out to the side, keeping nice good balance. From here I'd like us to go into the dancer. So we're going to take the left hand to the left foot. As you extend the right leg to the front, keep the glutes on the left hand side nice and tight as you lift your right leg upwards. Breathing up, exhale right hand down to the side. And let's do exactly the same over to the right hand side. Breathing in, both arms out to the side, turning your right foot out to the side, engage the glutes, particularly on the left, adductors on the right. Hold it. And then let's take our right hand to our right foot, keeping the glutes on the left tight, look forwards out to your left hand, extend that right leg up nice and high, hold it. Exhale down, breathing up. Let's step the right foot out to the side, left foot out to the side. And then as we turn the feet out, Let's take our fingers and let's just bring the forefinger to the thumb, exhale into the goddess, keeping nice and tight in the midsection, heels are lifted, breathe in up, extending the arms and legs to the side, feeling good for all the movements engaged through the asanas. Bring the hands up together above the head as we step back into extended mountain asana. Exhale, and thank you very much. Namaste.